We are still reviewing coins this week. We will be doing coins up until fall break on Friday. So we are in our blue math journal. Math Journal, Volume 1. For my kids at home, we're not in the Home Links book. Make sure it says Volume 1. And we are on page 2. You will notice that we are skipping around in our math journal. We're not going like page 3, 4, 5. We're going to be skipping around for a while, and that's okay. So we talked about coins last week. We learned 4 coins. What is the least amount? What coin is worth the least amount that we learned? Yes, sir.
Penny.
The penny. And how much is that worth?
1 cent.
1 cent. What's the next coin we learned? That is the second smallest amount. We have a penny. Yes. Look at our charts up there. Penny, then what do we learn?
A nickel.
The nickel. And how much is the nickel worth?
5 cents.
5 cents. Good job.
Penny and a nickel.
Penny, and then we learned the nickel.
No, you learned the penny and the nickel the same day.
We did learn them in the same day, but we learned the penny first, then the nickel. Then what did we learn? Yes, sir. The dime. How much is the dime worth? 10 cents. And then last but not least, we learned the,
Quarter.
and he is worth what?
25 cents.
25 cents. So we've learned the coins by themselves. We've learned them individually. We know what they look like. We know the front and back of them. We know the color. We know how much they're worth. Now we're going to practice putting the coins all together. You will notice in our journal page that some of the coins look different than normal, okay? Depending on what year coins were made, they look different, okay? And for my friends at school, you have a green math journal or math folder that has lots of math resources in there. So if you would like to pull that out, you may, or you may just look up here. Thank you for the reminder. All right, so let's look at number 1 together. What number are we on? 1. So this coin, it looks a little different than the other ones, but if you look at the back of it, these are the same coin. What does it say right here, everybody?
5 cents.
And what coin is that? Everybody.
A nickel.
Nickel. So I'm going to label what my coins are above them. And then below them, I'm going to write how much they're worth. Does that make sense?
Uppercase A is kind of hard to read.
That's okay. Just do the best you can. You can put a lowercase one too. So we have a nickel and a penny and a penny. So we have 5 cents plus 5 cents plus 1 cent plus 1 cent. So we always start with the smallest coin when we're counting.
The biggest coin.
The biggest coin, not the size of the coin, how much it's worth, okay? So the nickel is worth more than the penny. So we have 5 plus 5. What's 5 plus 5, everybody? 10 plus 1. 11 plus 1. 12. So right here we have 12 cents. And this little sign right here stands for cents. Okay? And you put it at the end of your number.
Yes, I have a coin.
Okay, on number 2, I don't really agree with how they set this up because we're supposed to be counting the biggest amounts and then the smallest amounts. They kind of tried to trick you and put a dime in the middle of the nickels, which I don't really like, but we're just going to go with it. So this is a dime, so put a D on the top. And this coin says what on the back of it?
5 cents.
5 cents. So what coin is that? Nickel. So we're going to put a nickel. Oh, how much is a dime worth? 10. So we're going to put that on the bottom. How much is a nickel worth?
5.
Yep. And then this is another what? It's the smallest coin. Yes, ma'am. Another dime. And he's worth how much? 10 cents. Good job. And then we have another nickel. Plus 5. Plus, and we have another nickel. Plus 5. Now, up here, we had 5 plus 5 and then the ones. Down here, I don't really agree with how they set this up. So we're gonna count the biggest coins first, the ones that are worth the most amount of money, okay? Which would be the 2 dimes. So what's 10 plus 10?
20.
20. Now let's add our nickels. Plus 5, 25 plus 5, 30 plus 5.
35.
35. Why would I mark those out as I count them? Why would I mark those out as I count them? Yes, ma'am.
So you know that you counted them.
So I know that I've already counted them and I don't get confused and count them again. Okay, so this is 35 cents.
So you don't think you have more. I have a question.
Yep.
Why, like, on the first one, why is the second one a nickel, but on the first one, so
Uh-huh.
here it has this, but it has this.
Because coins are made to look different depending on what year they were made in. Some coins look different. Like when I was younger, we used to collect like quarters, and each quarter they could be made with different states on the back of them. And there was a map that you could buy, and you could collect the coins from like all 50 states. So that was cool. So all the backs looked different, but it still said like $quarter or whatever it says on the back.
Yeah,
Just like this says 5 cents and this says 5 cents. Does that make sense? That's a good question. If you're not going to be writing in that, then you don't need to be sharing anything. Okay, 35 cents. Number 3, this coin is the smallest coin. What is it? Everybody. Dime. How much is it worth? 10 cents. Good job. We also have another dime. It's worth
10 cents.
We also have another
Dime.
worth 10 cents. We also have another
Dime.
worth 10 cents. Then we have a
Nickel.
nickel, and he's worth what?
5 cents.
There we go. They set this one up nice for us. Good job. I like how you're following along. Love it. Uh-huh.
In the end, like, in the
You
end
don't
of
have
the
those
number
labeled.
book, in the end of the number, like, I would, like, the
Good job. I love that. Good job. All right, let's count these. We're going to count by tens. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40.
50.
Oh, I knew I was going to trick you. Let's try again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. Good job. And then the number 4, this is a dime worth 10. Dime worth 10. Nickel worth 5. Oh, we got some different coins here. And 2 pennies. 1 plus 1.
We had the pennies up on the top.
Yep, and we also had pennies up on the top. All right, we're going to count by tens. 10, 20 plus 5 is 25 plus 1. 26 plus 1 is 27. 27 cents. And then I don't like how they set this up because they didn't put the largest amount in the front. We're going to start with the largest amount. It is a dime worth 10. Then we have a nickel worth 5. Then we have another nickel worth 5. And then we have a penny worth 1. Okay, so let's count these. 10 plus 5 is 15. So I'm going to mark them out because I've counted them. Plus 5. 20. Plus 1. 21. 21 cents. Good job.